Ignore my hair. Anyway, I'm gonna catch y'all up on what's been happening. First of all, ignore my boobs. I'm in the wheelchair. It's a lot to get y'all up on. Stay tuned. So, I don't even know where to start because I don't know where I left off. I probably need to go watch my last video. But right now, what I'm doing is packaging my Christmas gifts. As you can tell, I have a new background because I have a new house. Rental. Didn't buy it. I just got a Walmart pickup delivery. I'll show y'all what I got. It's mostly junk food because I have a lot of food here, but no junk food. I still got Christmas stuff on the couch here, and I'm not going to turn it around because I don't want anybody to see their gifts. And then I was organizing this closet. All these are empty boxes. That bin had my coupon and stuff in it, so I just cleaned it out, and I just put some, I don't know what I just put in there. Oh, Christmas decorations in there. Because I'm not putting up my tree this year because I'm in a wheelchair. And then, let's see what else. That's my scooter. So I have a scooter. I'll give y'all a house tour. That's gonna have to be a whole separate video. Let's see what else. I was working on, the reason I haven't been making videos is one, because Arpy was with me a lot and she makes a lot of noise. Two, I was working on my new, my job I got in January last year. And I had to learn all the information for that. So I was trying to be on my P's and Q's because my job is A1 and I'm trying to keep it. Let's see. I moved to a new city. I'm now in the big city. So let's see. Keikos is here. He's in and outside the house. Arby's not staying with me right now because of wheelchair situation. So on the 16th, I think it was, it's a Tuesday. On the 16th, I was on my back stairs. I turned around, slipped and fell down the stairs, sprained my left ankle, right ankle. My tibia and fibia, side by side like this, supposed to be a certain amount of distance apart. And when I fell, it went like this. And so they had to do a tightrope procedure where they put two screws in each bone, put a string in between them and pull them back together and like tighten it and keep it like that. And then I broke a part off my tibia. So I had to have surgery. I fell on Tuesday. I had surgery on Friday. It was outpatient. I have 6 to 8 weeks non-weight bearing on my right foot, which means I cannot drive. After 6 to 8 weeks non-weight bearing, I then have physical therapy. Then after physical therapy, you have to be on your foot full weight bearing 4 to 6 weeks before you can begin to drive. That's when you get your reflexes back. I'm going to show you all what my legs looks like right now. So when I insert some pictures, but when I first broke my foot, I went to the emergency room. I had to call an ambulance because when I stood up, I threw up and I was like, that's a bad sign. So this is a cast. It's hard on both sides and around the back. This middle part is open for swelling, I assume. They went in from the right side. It's supposed to be like this long of an incision. I didn't get to see the incision. And then before this, I had a splint. And then I already have a boot in my room. So my appointment is not this Monday, as in tomorrow. Oh, today is Monday. Not this Monday, but next Monday. So I think they're going to cut this off and put my boot on and then pump it up to whatever it's supposed to be at. Today is my grandfather's birthday. Also, my aunt is sick. When I say my aunt, all of them are my great aunts. So my great aunt is sick. I feel like she has the new COVID strain. My hair looks crazy because I don't care about my hair right now. I'm in here by myself. I think she has the COVID strain. She's been on antibiotics. She's been sick for like 7 days. She didn't have the flu. She didn't have COVID. And you know they don't send out like new tests for the variants and all that. So I think she got the new COVID. My grandma, So my grandma was supposed to have back surgery in November, I want to say. And we went for pre-op. This was before I hurt my foot. We went for pre-op. I took her to pre-op. Her EKG was abnormal. So then we had to go to the heart doctor. After we went to the heart doctor, we got approved for the back surgery. Got back on the schedule, did the pre-op, did the surgery. That was a whole ordeal because I was upset because my grandma is now kind of in the level where she's getting confused. She's 79. And so when you tell her what's about to happen, she don't really understand. You got to explain it a couple times. And so they didn't let me talk to the doctor before the surgery. So I had a whole conniption fit about that. Anyway, surgery went well, took longer than expected, more damage in her spine than we thought was supposed to be. She was supposed to get a decompression, which means they just clean out all the whatever is in there, damage. And then normally you would put a rod and pins, but she was just getting pins. So it was actually supposed to be between, I think, four vertebrae, but it was actually from the middle of her back all the way down that they had to do. So she was feeling good after the surgery. Then she had started having leg pain. I stayed with her at the hospital. She stayed in the hospital because she wasn't strong enough. Then they sent her to rehab after a week. So she went to the rehab. We was visiting her there. They were telling us we can only have 30-minute appointments with her once a day. Only 2 people can go in, and they had to go in at the same time. Fine, we did that. We never saw her room. We took everything she wanted up there. We talked to her on the phone every day, all day, all that. So one day I called, and she was slurring her words. And so I had her call the nurse in the room to ask her what was going on. When that happened, I was still on the phone, and she just kind of set the phone out. She gave me the phone to the, patient tech. And I was like, call the nurse in there to get her checked out because she's slurring her words. She never does that. And something's wrong. So she called the nurse in, and they put the phone down on the bed so I could hear everything they're saying. So the lady was like, she's only supposed to have 1 pain medicine, not 2. They had gave her 2. No, she was supposed to have a half a pill, and they gave her 2 pills. And so they were saying that was the reason she was slurring her word. So I told my mama, told my auntie. My aunt is a nurse practitioner. I told my aunt, told my mama. The next morning, I guess, I don't know if she got worse or she heard something different, my aunt. But they requested for the ambulance to come get her to take her to the emergency room. Went to the emergency room. She had a blood clot. Blood clot was huge. They said they couldn't even see it all on the monitor or whatever. So she got put in ICU. She got put in ICU. They put on blood thinners and all this stuff. And then they were just going to wait and see what happens. She had a clot in each lung. Huge clots. Then they decided to do the procedure where they go in your groin and put the filter in so she doesn't have any other ones. And they did that. It was very risky. She could have died either way. Blah, blah, blah. In the hospital. She finally goes home. They give us no kind of setup for what she needs to do at home. She cannot walk at this point. She's not strong enough to walk. She could, before she went into surgery, she was walking. She could do everything she wanted. She just had to sit down when it got too much on her. At this point, when she gets out of ICU, she cannot clench her fingers, like the whole things. She cannot stand up. She cannot walk. She cannot talk clearly. She's still slurring. Talk clearly, all that. So we were trying to figure out a way to get her care, like home health, whatever. We had calling people. We finally got somebody hired. Let's see. Finally got somebody hired. She moved into the house with my mom, and my grandpa was there too. So they moved in the house. My mom was taking care of that, and I went down, to help organize or whatever. So I decided to switch cars because, the whole car thing, we got to talk about that too. That's later. Anyway, I switched cars because I needed a reliable car to go back and forth if I needed to check on them or whatever. So she came home on, was it I don't know what day it was. Anyway, I went down to visit on a Sunday and I got a phone call saying something's happened. Drive slow, come on. So I get there. They said she was in pain, all this stuff, yada, yada, yada. Ambulance got her, took her back to the hospital. She had a UTI, a bad UTI. She stayed in the hospital 2 days. She came home on Tuesday. I fell that Tuesday that she got home. Like, she literally had got home at like 4 o'clock. I got in the ambulance at like 5 something. Luckily, at the emergency room, well, it was packed because all the rooms were packed. And then there was people in the hallway. So I was like in the back of the line for the people, behind all the people in the rooms, behind all the people in the hallway. I was on like letter H in the hallway. I guess because mine was a quick fix, they just went ahead and x-rayed me, kind of, you know, wrapped it up or whatever. And then it was like, follow up with the orthopedic surgeon. When they did the x-ray, they told me, don't look like you need to have surgery. Just look like you might, you know, have to be off your foot for however many times. We get to the orthopedic doctor. I fell on Tuesday. I met with the orthopedic doctor on Thursday. So I go in, first of all, not gentle at all. Cut my splint thing off. And then they like rotated my foot, not giving any cares about if I'm in pain or not. They do the x-rays or whatever. And the lady said, ooh, this is more important than that. And I'm just listening. I'm just like, you know, I was already scared to go to the doctor because I was like, I'm going to be fine unless they tell me I got to have surgery. Then I won't be fine. But when I mean surgery, I was talking about like if they had to have external hardware to where they have like pins in your leg and that little halo thing around your foot. Like mentally, I don't think I could do that. So he was like, yeah, you're going to have to get a procedure. I told y'all what that was. So, he's like, come in tomorrow afternoon. I'm going to do it. If you don't get it then, I'm going to be on vacation all next week. So, of course, went the next day, got the surgery. I was staying with, that night I fell, I came back to my house because I was being a know-it-all. And I was like, I can get up and go to the bathroom. I can get up and do this by myself, blah, blah, blah. Kind of find out the next day I could not. So I went and stayed with one of my family members, church members. So they were helping me out. I came home. My surgery was Friday. Friday to Saturday, absolute hell. I was in so much pain. After that, I was okay. So that was Saturday. Sunday, came back home. And I had somebody stay with me Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday. And this was the week of Thanksgiving now. And then after that, I stayed by myself. So I've been getting up, opening the door. I have somebody that comes in and brings my food once a day from church. I have like a sign-up sheet or whatever. And then, of course, if I get hungry for real, and I ain't got nothing, I can order DoorDash, whatever. On top of that, I also worked. I've been working. So I worked last week, taught class. And that Tuesday, I didn't have to be on camera. So I was like, okay, cool. People can come over. They can help me clean up, blah, blah, blah. So I was like rolling around all day with my leg hanging. You're supposed to keep it elevated pretty much at all times. And I had it hanging that whole day. And then Wednesday, I had it hanging that whole day. It's about to rain. That's why it's getting dark. Had it hanging that whole day Wednesday because I was teaching a lot and I couldn't get it comfortable in the chair at the dining room table. So I was like, I'm paying for it basically. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, mostly in the bed, leg elevated. Monday is today. And my leg already been hanging too long because I got up at 9:30 and it's 12 now. So I'm about to go. I wanted to do the Christmas present, so I went ahead and did that part. And then now I decided to add y'all into this little thing. So I'm probably going to end this video now because it's probably like 15 minutes long. And then I'll start up the other one with story time. So we need to do a story time for RP. So RP was here when I fell. I'll tell y'all how that went. So I'm gonna give y'all a story of the fall, what actually happened. What's happening with RP, and put that in the same one. I gave y'all the story of my grandma. I'm gonna tell y'all what I plan on doing while I'm in the house for all this time. And then whatever, the car situation, we'll talk about that. So, and I know I owe y'all a house tour. Don't worry. And I insert some pictures in here that I took of the different casts and stuff I had. But stay tuned. I'm gonna be back regular. All right, bye.